there is some cool stuff about money, you know,
Of course.
and it's the experimentation of indirect exchange, you know, that we can go philosophical about money, where it's not about making money, but it's about making money systems and experimenting with different ways to model an economy. I mean, we have this broken story of money that is, I shouldn't say it's broken at all. In fact, the story around money, because, okay, you changed my life in many ways. Your book really blew my mind, you know, so like I see everything as a story now. And, you know, and especially money. Money is like the biggest joke. I have some money right here, right?
Exactly.
Like
It's the biggest joke, dude.
it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It means nothing,
Yeah.
right? But every human who sees this paper overlays a story on top of it.
That's correct.
And that's so powerful. And what does that story say? Like, what is that story in our mind? You know, and generally there's something messed up about that story, because this is supposed to model real things. Yeah. And yet it's not real, because, and the biggest way that I don't see it as a natural object is that you can't have too much of it. And that's the part of the story that I feel like, yeah, because like you have this, like if you have too many mangoes, it's a problem. They're going to start to rot. You know, I love mangoes, you know, but if you have too many, it's
Griff.
If you have too many chairs, if you have too many TVs, you know, it's like all these things they have storage costs, they have this, they have that. But if you have too much money, you can't, that's not even a thing. You can't have too much money. If you're Bill Gates, you know, and you have the most money in the world, you still want more. And that means that anytime you can never be satiated. You're always in a scarcity mindset. Money puts people in a scarcity mindset, no matter what, you know? And that's like, that's one of the biggest things that sells Airbnb and Uber, to me, at least. There's no conversation about money. You get in the Uber,
right?
You get somewhere. The conversation about money is between you and your phone. Yeah. Done, right? I hope to do that with Give It as well, but you know, that's another story. But anyway, the cool thing about crypto is that we have the opportunity to rewrite the story of money. This story of money was created not by governments, in my opinion, you know, and banks. And those are the people who wrote the story of money. And now we have an opportunity where anyone can build their own economy. Anyone can create a currency for their community. And, you know, there's a lot of hate on the ICOs these days, and for good reason. There's a lot of them that are just taking advantage of a very liquid, you know, situation where anyone can send Ether from anywhere in the world without doing any due diligence, and boom, you just get 30 grand from some grandma or something, right? Probably not a grandma. Not too many grandmas.
Probably not a grandma.
Are hanging out with 30 grand of Ether. But still, you know, and it's so, you know, the ICO thing is getting scammy, and we really need to somehow self-regulate. And I think that there will be opportunities. There already are starting to be like people you can trust that do good ICOs. You know, if I'll tell you right now, if we do an audit, like Jordy Bellina and I do some audits once in a while. I just do it all under his name though. Because he's doing the auditing, I just like edit his blog post. But you know, if we do an audit, I'll tell you, we don't do audits for anyone. You know, we do audits for people that we believe in and trust. And I feel that there are other people in the space that can kind of give the stamp of approval. But the concept of ICOs is incredible.
Oh, it's epic.
You can create your own economy. And any time that you have a transaction in your economy, that adds value to your economy. Anytime you're using someone else's system of money, you're adding value to their system. But if you can create your own economy, and you can capture all of that value yourself when people are transacting, that adds to your economy. And this is powerful. You know, you can build communities of this. Global communities are starting to form. And I honestly think that they're going to become more important than nations, than the local communities that are around. And I think that we're moving towards this direction. And what's really nice about that is you opt in. to these communities.
Right.
No one can actually impose, use my cryptocurrency or else. Like, you just can't do that.
Can't do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Russia's trying. We'll see. They might try it. But you can't, in general, it's an opt-in, opt-out situation.